I've been going on LinkedIn a lot recently, not just for job hunting, although that is a big component. If anyone is hiring for a C level, please let me know. But on a serious note, I've been going on LinkedIn and I see the word agile coming up more and more. It wasn't like this 10 years ago. We had the agile methodology, but it wasn't this buzzword, I guess. Would you call it a buzzword or a keyword? It wasn't on everyone's profile. Like, I mean, under everyone's photos, they have, I don't know, author, agile practitioner, strategist, and all these things. And I shouldn't judge. I'm pretty certain my LinkedIn's the same, but um, there's a lot of history behind it. I don't think someone should put agile just because they kind of get, the CSM or the CSPO or the PSM or maybe one of the PMI Agile certifications. I think it was the ACP, Agile Certified Practitioner. Um, but yeah, moving on. I kind of got lost in my thought there. I see Agile coming up all over the place, and I also see it coming up on job applications, and it's frustrating because you'll have like I don't know they'll say looking for VP slash CIO, which is an interesting title. You have uh, VPs who are C-suite, interesting combo. But they'll mention somewhere in the job duty, oh, must be like must know Scrum, must know Kanban, must know Safe. Safe comes up a lot more than it did years ago. It's very much catching on, and I know what Agile is, but I kind of get concerned with the direction of the market if uh, it's becoming so prevalent, it's becoming so widespread, and I decided to kind of look into some other fields. So I started putting in talent acquisition, recruiter, human resource coordinator. Um, I think I even put in uh, some sort of operations job. I forget what it was called. And the word agile actually, you know, must know lean, must know XP, must know Scrum. Um, I don't know what's going on in the job market that agile keeps coming up in almost every job posting, or it's becoming very common, particularly in jobs that I don't know if they would even benefit. Um, it's just an observation. I've used agile. A lot of companies are using it. Some companies, though, they benefit from waterfall. Some companies need to keep using it because it works very well just for the way that they operate. For example, I have some manufacturing clients who I know for a fact. I mean, we've tried agile transformations. It failed miserably. We went back to waterfall and found ways to kind of improve processes, speed things up a little bit, but still retaining that waterfall methodology that works for them. All right. At the end of the day, agile is not a solution to everything. Agile is it just seems to be kind of the current buzzword, just like AI or ML or blockchain or something else. But I hope people don't really buy into it too much because there's a lot of roles I was seeing that don't shouldn't involve Scrum. Like I don't understand why there's HR roles that mention lean or something like this. I have a feeling someone is putting out these JDs and they're not reading them and they're just starting to throw stuff up. Um, I even saw an HR analyst, and maybe it's because there's some HR, IS, uh, duties associated with this role. But I swear, while I was scrolling, I think someone put .NET under one of the responsibilities for an HR analyst, and I was just like, I don't know what's happening on LinkedIn these days, but a lot of things just aren't making sense. I mean, they have all sorts of roles where everyone is expected to be technical, everyone's expected to be a developer, everyone's expected to be a scrum master, everyone's expected to be a coach, a manager. It's a little bit of a mess. So my own 2 cents here is that I if you don't have agile experience, but their job's asking for agile, I would just apply. I don't know why it's all over the place these days. Why everyone is also claiming to be an expert in it. I understand that I don't want to pretend I'm an expert. I provide agile coaching personally as well as through other resources in my consulting company. But I try not to kind of lay it on too thick or just pretend that Agile is sort of this, I guess, catch-all solution. It is a solution, but there's very unique scenarios where it makes sense. There's very unique jobs where it makes sense. Not everyone in a company should know what it is at all, and not every company should be using it either. It's all about just what framework works for you. Um, these methodologies are just meant to be guides, point you in the right direction, give you tools to help you succeed. If they don't work for you, they don't work for you. But the fact that everyone is trying to push it and make it seem like it's, I don't know, I guess a best practice. Because there's actually plenty of companies in the Midwest that I can point out that are actually thriving. They don't even really know what Agile is. So I think Agile is just a buzzword that is a little concerning because it's all over the place. But uh, people should learn what it is. Kind of just watch a YouTube video. Maybe there's some animation where they talk about daily stand-ups, sprints, what a Scrum Master does, why a Scrum Master and a Project Manager are actually not the same thing. That is something that kind of ticks me off because those are separate roles. Um, but yeah, I think people should know what Agile is, as well as the different flavors and methodologies. But I don't think they should actually know the methodology itself enough to practice it. Particularly for a lot of entry level roles where they're trying to get applicants to learn it, I guess, or study it on their own. That's a little inappropriate. Companies should not be expecting this from entry level analysts and employees, coordinators. This really doesn't make sense.